Hey everyone, it's Janay, and today I'm coming at you with a new YouTube video. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I got from this to this. So if you don't already know, I'm a pole dancer and pole instructor, and here on my YouTube channel I talk about all things pole. I give you guys tips, tricks, and tutorials, and pretty much whatever else I feel like. But today we're going to be talking all about progress, how you can become an advanced pole dancer like I did. So I got a question on one of my recent videos from Comic Girl, and she said, "Thank you for the pole brand suggestions. Would you be willing to talk about how long it took you to get from beginner level to where you are now, and things that made it easy or hard for you to level up in your skills?" And you know what, Comic Girl? Yes, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So I thought it would be a great time to actually do this video and address this question specifically because I have been pole dancing for 3 years now. I started in September 2017. It's now September 2020, so it's been a full 3 years since I've started pole dancing, and I've also been instructing for 1 full year. So I started teaching last September in 2019. So now I've been an instructor for 1 full year at this point, and you guys, I have learned so much. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that have helped me to level up in my pole dancing abilities and my skills, that have helped me to become more advanced. And I'm also going to share 5 things that have really hurt me, okay? So you guys know what to avoid, and so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So I have a bunch of information to share with you guys. I want you to soak up all this knowledge because we're going to get right into it. And I also just want you to avoid all of the mistakes I made, so that's very important too. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing what has helped me and what has hurt me so that you can avoid it, then definitely keep on watching. But before we even get into this video, definitely make sure you're subscribed, okay? Because I don't want you to miss a thing, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Janay so we can always stay connected, and so you can see, you know, all the cool pole stuff that I always post on there, because that's pretty much where I post on my pole dancing. Now let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright, so first I'm going to start off by going through the 5 things that have helped me to become advanced at pole dancing. So number 1 was becoming a member at a studio. When I first started pole dancing, I maybe took 1 or 2 classes at the studio I was going to at the time, and then after that I just made the commitment to start a monthly membership. I knew it was something that I wanted to do because I knew I really wanted to commit to this. It was something I enjoyed doing. I wanted to get better at it, so I knew if I made that financial investment up front, that was gonna force me to go. So at the time I was paying around $150 for a monthly membership, and for me it was just worth it because I was in the studio like 2 to 3, sometimes 4 days a week. So I was definitely getting my money's worth. But I also understand $150 a month, that seems like a lot, and a lot of studios can be in that same range. But there are options if that's something that you're not able to do right now. You can also take online classes at home. So what I recommend is, if you want a more affordable option, if you can't go to an actual studio, if you have a pole at home like I do, you can take online courses. So I actually have a subscription to Polecology on Patreon. If you're not following the Polecologist and Polecology on Instagram, make sure you do that right now, because she is just going to give you your life, okay? I love Kristen Nicole to death. She is everything, and I just love her school of pole dancing. I think it's amazing. It's on Patreon, and she has different tiers, you know, to fit any budget. There's also Sammy Pacone, who is amazing. She also has a Patreon as well as just courses that you could buy from her website. So that's one thing that you really want to do. If you want to get advanced, you need to commit to training and getting training from professional instructors, whether that's in a studio or online. That is one thing that has got me to the point I'm at now. I have learned so much that I know I could not have learned on my own. So I highly recommend that you get a membership at a studio, or at least look online for courses that you can take on a consistent basis. And that goes right along with number 2, which is to go to class consistently. Now, like I said, that's why I even got a membership, because I know it was gonna force me to go to class. I always recommend for people to go to class at least once a week if you are able to, but that is the only way that you're gonna be able to get consistent growth. You need to build your body up over time to become advanced, and the only way that you're gonna do that is if you're consistent. So for me, that monthly membership was like, all right, I need to go to class because I'm paying a lot of money for this membership. So even even on the days when I didn't feel like going to class, I made sure to get up and go because I'm like, I'm paying for this. And also I know I want to get better at this, so I just need to get up and go. Same thing if you're just training at home, if you're pole dancing at home like I do. Yeah, it's just the same thing. You need to be consistent. So as we all know, it's the pandemic right now. I haven't really been in the studio. I've been at home for the most part, but yet I've still been making myself train at home. And honestly, this pandemic has been hard. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a time where I took like maybe 2 to 3 weeks off from pole dancing because I just was not feeling it. But as soon as I got back on the pole, my body was just like, nah sis, you can't do the things that you were doing 3 weeks ago because, well, you haven't been practicing in 3 weeks, and your body is just, it's gonna lose its strength and ability to do things very quickly. I'm telling you, just taking 2 weeks off from pole dancing, it's gonna take a lot to get back to where you were before you took that break. So consistency is key. I mean, that's true about anything, not even just pole dancing, but if you want to get better, you need to be consistent. So you can apply that to everything else, not just this, but to everything else. Trust me, consistency is key. So you always want to be consistent, and that's going to help you level up. Number 3 is recording myself anytime I'm in class, anytime I'm practicing, anytime I'm even just stretching and conditioning or working out. Always record yourself. There's a couple reasons why you want to do this, and a couple reasons why it's helped me a lot. For one, you're documenting your progress. So you're able to record yourself in class and record things that you've learned. And honestly, when you go to class or take online courses and things like that, you're not going to remember every single thing you learn. So it's only going to benefit you to record yourself doing something, so you can always go back to it. You can always review stuff that you did in the past because you're not going to remember everything. And another reason why you want to record yourself is because like it really boosts your confidence over time. I look at my old videos from when I first started pole dancing and I'm just like, I can't believe I'm doing what I'm doing now. Like, I never thought I would be able to do all of these things. Just like the clips in the beginning of this video when I was first learning my inverts. Bruh, I thought I would never be able to invert. But look at me now. I'm doing it. It's easy. It just comes naturally. I feel so much stronger. And I just feel very proud of myself. So document your progress, you guys. Record your videos. Always go back and revisit old things that you've done in the past, but always just like hype yourself up. Like, look at where you came from. Look at how far you're progressing. Look at all of the skills that you're building. Look at how much strength you're gaining. Hype yourself up, yo. Like, as much as you think you might not be progressing like you want to, you're getting better even if you think you're not. So it's all a mindset, but it's super important to just document everything. That's gonna help you so much. So number 4 is practicing those hard moves and tricks whenever you get the chance. Do that and practice the things that you don't like doing and the things that are hard, because one, you're working on something that's difficult and you're going to be able to do it at some point, so it's only just going to be able to expand your skills even more, but you're also just conditioning your body to get way stronger. And you know, like I said, you're not limiting yourself to only doing things that come easy. You got to practice the hard things. If you don't practice them, you're never going to be able to do them. So it's really important that you practice those things whenever you get the chance, even when you're at home. Don't do the same things over and over and over again. Pole doesn't always have to be like doing the fun things that come easy. Sometimes you need to work on the hard things, and that's only going to be able to help you level up even more. Now, the 5th and final thing that has helped me to become advanced, you guys, this is the major key right here, but it's working out, stretching, and conditioning outside of class. Personally, I hate the gym. I just do. I don't like it. I don't see the point. It's not fun, and that's exactly why I picked up pole dancing, because for me it's a better way to get in shape. But honestly, if your goal is to get advanced and to start doing crazy stuff in pole dancing, you're gonna need strength, you're gonna need endurance, you're gonna need stamina, and you're gonna need flexibility. So the only way that you're gonna be able to get all of those things is if you work on them outside of class. You need to start doing your push-ups and sit-ups on a regular basis. You need to start stretching every day. I tell everyone, stretch every day. It makes so much of a difference. You need that flexibility to do advanced pole tricks. For example, if you want to be able to do jade, you can't do jade if you're not working on your splits. Like, you need to have your splits solid to be able to execute this move perfectly. Now, I don't have this move perfectly, but it's getting there and we're working on it, and I will have it very soon. But that's the thing, you have to constantly work on those things that will help you get to that next level. So do your push-ups and your sit-ups. Stretch every day if you can, at least 10 to 15 minutes. If you're doing yoga, that's awesome. And also just conditioning. Doing those workouts that will condition your muscles, that will strengthen your shoulders, that will strengthen your arms, that will strengthen your abs, that will strengthen your back. You need all of your muscles to be on point. So working out outside of class, yoga, stretching, running, jogging, All of that stuff is going to help you so much to build your body up to be able to do even more amazing things. And those are the 5 things that have really helped me get me to this point now. But now I want to talk about the 5 things that have not helped me in my pole dancing journey. Okay, these are things that like I just 100% regret doing. So definitely make sure you're paying attention so you can avoid all of these mistakes so you don't make them like I did. Number 1, not going to class consistently. Kind of speaks for itself. Like I mentioned earlier, if you don't go to class consistently, your body is just going to stay stagnant. You're not really going to advance like you think you are, and you're only going to be limited to the things that you know. If you're not going to class or taking online courses or not trying to learn from other people, your pole dancing repertoire in your mind and your body and what you're able to do is going to be very, very limited because you're not constantly learning. So for me, even though like I had a membership and I was going to class consistently, I definitely had those times that I took like maybe 2 weeks off and my body just paid for it. It was harder for me to do certain things. Like for example, let's say I had just learned chopper and how to actually get up into an invert, and then I took 2 weeks off and now I'm kind of like at square one again because I haven't been doing it in 14 days. That's a long time to go without training. As much as it seems like it's not, in the pole dancing world, it really is. Now, of course, things happen. You're gonna have to take a break, or you might get sick, or you might get pregnant. Like life happens, obviously, but if you can manage it, just be consistent. When you're not consistent, it's really just not going to help you in the long run. So for those people who feel like you want to give up because you feel like pole is too hard, guess what? It is hard. You just got to get over it and keep with it, because that is the only way that you're going to get good. So all of the breaks that I've taken over the past 3 years, they definitely haven't helped me, and so I try to avoid that as much as possible. I really try to be as consistent as I can be so I don't lose that, you know, my momentum when it comes to advancing. Now, number 2, the opposite of that is not listening to your body when it needs a break. So you have people who might not be consistent, but then at the same time, you have people who might want to pole dance every day. And honestly, that is not realistic at all. Your body needs to rest. And if you don't rest your body, then you're putting yourself at a higher risk of getting injured. And that's exactly what you don't want. If I need a break, if I'm too sore, if it hurts, like if it hurts too bad, or you don't have the energy in general, you don't have the oxygen in your body to keep going, take a break. Just take a break. The pole will be there, it'll be fine, but your body needs to rest. It needs to regenerate that energy, and your muscles need to regenerate as well. And yeah, you just don't want to get injured. You don't want to overextend yourself, because that is exactly how you get hurt. Please, I am speaking from experience, and it sucks when you do get hurt because now you're forced to take a longer break that you didn't even want to do in the first place. So listen to your body, take the necessary breaks. Don't try to sit here and pole dance every day. Don't try to push your body to the limits every day. Allow your body to rest. So if you pole dance for 1 day and then take a break for 2 days, you're gonna be fine. Okay, you're gonna be fine. Let your body rest and get accustomed to this journey that it's on, and just build up to be able to do more. But at the end of the day, nobody can pole dance every single day realistically. You can't do it, so don't push yourself to try to do that. Number 3, it's very similar to that as well, but it's not doing things that you know you have no business doing. Okay, we are all guilty of this. There is so much with pole dancing, especially once you start getting into your aerial inverts and stuff. It gets so much more dangerous, and there's a lot of things you need to learn about the body and the muscles that you're engaging to be able to execute certain tricks. You cannot just do it. Some people do and they're fine. A lot of times they're not even doing it the right way, I'm just saying. But it's very important to not do tricks that you have never tried before, especially if they're more advanced, and to really just let your body work up to be able to do that. So please do not attempt anything that you have never done before, especially when it comes to aerial tricks and inverts, you guys. That is so dangerous. You don't want to get hurt, and you could do a lot of damage to your body if you're not cognizant of what you're actually supposed to be doing. There's a lot of technicality that goes into pole dancing, so the best thing that you can do is just study, and build your body up to be able to do things later down the line. Do not rush the process at all. It's just not worth it, so just don't do it. Moving on to number 4, which is comparing myself to other people. Oh my goodness, you guys, I cannot stress this enough. How much of a disservice you're doing to yourself if you are comparing yourself to the next person. There is no point in doing it. You should never do it, because it's only gonna make you feel bad about yourself. Let's be real. If you see somebody doing something that you know you can't do yet, you're gonna be like,
man, like I wish I could do that. Like I'm not even that good. Like I can't do that yet. Like I look terrible. Blah, 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 blah.
like, Comparison is the thief of joy, you guys. Do not compare yourself to anybody else because everybody's pole journey is completely different, okay? You cannot sit here and compare yourself to another person because you have no idea what they went through to get to where they're at in their journey. And also, everybody's completely different. In pole dancing, you don't just progress on, you know, a steady time frame. You know, it's not like, okay, after 3 months, you become intermediate. After 6 months, you become advanced. It doesn't work that way. It's all about your body, how your body works, what your body does, what it's able to do, what it can't do. It is different for every single person, so you cannot compare yourself to anybody else. Your journey is yours, and you need to just focus on that completely. It's okay to admire other people. It's okay to study other people, but do not compare yourself to other people, you guys. Just say it with me. Comparison is the thief of joy. So just don't even do it, okay? Do not compare yourself to the next person because there is no point. It's not going to help you. It's going to make you feel terrible, you guys. It's just going to put you in a very negative mental space, and that's not what you want. I don't want you to be in a negative headspace, sis. I don't want myself to be in a negative headspace. So why am I going to sit here and compare myself to the next person to put myself down? Like, what? No, that's completely backwards. So never compare yourself to other people. It's pointless. You're not gaining anything from doing that. Focus on yourself, focus on your journey, and love yourself through the entire journey, okay? It's not going to be easy. Certain things aren't going to go the way that you planned, but all of it's okay. Focus on yourself and love yourself through this journey, and don't compare yourself to other people. Just don't do it. Last but not least, number 5, you guys. This is the one that is killing me now. 3 years later, this is the one I regret the most, and it's not working on my bad side. So if you're new to pole dancing, you learn everything you learn on both sides. So for example, you're gonna learn your invert on this side, and then you're also going to learn it on this side. And now the thing is, everybody has a side that feels good to them doing certain moves and certain tricks, but at the end of the day, you need to know how to do everything on both sides regardless of how it feels. So here I am 3 years later working everything on my bad side, and it sucks. Rather than if I would have just worked on everything on both sides from the jump, I would be a beast right now. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. I'd be like, what? I could do that on either side. Like, I could do anything I want. But that's not the case because I have neglected my bad side for 3 years. What has that done for me? Absolutely nothing. Like, it's just made me more frustrated right now because I feel like I'm at square one again with a lot of moves because I have neglected to train my bad side. So if there is nothing else that you take from this video, you guys, train on both sides. Work on both sides consistently at the same time so you can build up strength equally across your entire body without a problem, and so you're not like me, who is now just frustrated and irritated because I can't do certain moves on my bad side. So practice everything on both sides, you guys. Do not make the same mistake as me. So don't be like me, be better than me. Alright, you guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below what has helped you on your pole journey. I don't care if you just started pole dancing today. What is something that is helping you become a better pole dancer for tomorrow? Also, don't forget to subscribe because I don't want you to miss a thing, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Janay so we can always stay connected. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye.